Closer look on what other movies are making big bucks this summer with Imani Cheers. Imani is a associate director of school and media at the public affairs at George Washington University. Imani, it's good to see you. How are you?
I'm good, Phil. Thank you. How are you doing?
I'm great. So tell me, Top Gun, is it all that?
It is absolutely all that. It has been for 35 years since we've seen the first iteration of Top Gun, and I personally can't wait. This is the film that you really want to take the entire family to. You actually want to head out to an IMAX because the special effects and the sound effects are absolutely outstanding.
What makes the movie special? I mean, is it just the flying? Is it the jets? Is it older Tom Cruise, and we're all going to compare him to younger Tom Cruise? I mean, that's what everyone is talking about.
Absolutely. I think it's the realization that Tom Cruise is really one of those actors that it doesn't matter. The original Top Gun came out in 1986. Can you imagine that? And here we are now in 2022 after, as you mentioned in the intro, a prolonged debut. But we are here, and the excitement is exactly that. It's a thriller. It's fun. It's family friendly. And yeah, who doesn't want to see Tom Cruise just as amazing as he was 35 years ago right now?
Well, I mean, come on. When Top Gun originally came out, we were both 2 years old, right? So we wouldn't have remembered what was happening there.
Exactly.
Let's talk about COVID. Let's talk about getting back to the theater. There was a lot of talk that movie theaters are dead. We're not going to go watch movies and sit next to people who are coughing and sneezing anymore. But I mean, all the statistics I look at, people are actually going out to the movies again. How did we get this wrong?
The reality is that people want to get back to the things that they were doing pre-COVID. You know, the pandemic has really given a fatigue for not only moviegoers, but just the general population. And something like summer blockbuster films are just really the draw that's going to get everyone back into theaters. You're going to see the numbers continue to rise. This is going to be the biggest Memorial Day weekend opening that we've seen in a very, very long time. And the summer is packed with phenomenal films. You have the final installation in the Jurassic Park series. You have Jordan Peele coming out with his third horror film that's going to be coming out later this summer. And it's just a really exciting time for moviegoers as well as movie makers.
And what about the streaming thing that everybody said was going to be how we're going to watch movies going forward? Yet if I'm at the movie theater, clearly I'm not streaming. But so what does that mean to that industry?
The streaming industry is not going away. We are going to see that people are going to want to get into theaters. They're really going to want the movie theater experience. As I mentioned, looking at Top Gun Maverick, you want to see that on an IMAX. You want the surround sound. You really want to be engaged and engulfed in all of these amazing special effects. And that is something that streaming services can't really offer. Yes, a lot of people do have surround sound in their home, but there's something really special about taking the family out, going into the theater and really having this amazing sensory experience. And that's what we're seeing now. Streaming services are not going away. You heard it here. They're going to be here to last. But what we're seeing is that people definitely still want to get back in the theater and have that amazing experience.
We have been talking about inflation for all month, basically, of how everything is more expensive. And I imagine that also includes movie tickets as well. But that said, it's still relatively affordable for the family. I'm asking you as a question, I guess.
Yes, I mean, it still is. I mean, in fact, going back to, I remember being able to go to a movie for $5, right? Those days are gone. But what you are seeing is that these really unique and niche experiences, there is an amazing theater in North Bethesda, right outside of Washington, D.C., where I live. And it is a true experience. Not only do you have gourmet food, you have beverage services, but you also have these plush, amazing couches and recliner chairs. So the movie experience back when I was a teenager has definitely had an upgrade. And that's what moviegoers and fans are really looking for. If I'm going to pay to go out of my home in the comfort of my home, I really want a fully immersive experience. And if you have top quality food, really great beverages, and a really amazing film, it's just a win-win for everyone.
It sounds like you're going to take me to the movies because I haven't been to a movie in probably 10 years, I feel like. What do we expect?
It is absolutely a date.
What do we expect for the rest of this year and next year in terms of numbers for tickets and other releases that might be coming out?
Yeah, we're really going to see a lot of films that were postponed due to COVID. Their releases, they're all coming out right now, as I mentioned earlier. And we're really going to see the fact that seats are going to be packed. Films are going to be breaking box office numbers. We're going to look back to like 2019 numbers, and I think we're going to see a true surpassing of all of those things. We are back. What we are seeing right now, post-COVID, is that people, again, are eager to get back outside, get engaged, and the movie industry is banking on the fact that people are not only going to want to go to 1, 2, 3 films, but they're going to spend the majority of their summer engaged and in theaters.
Imani, I love the enthusiasm. It's great to see you, and it's a date. Thank you very much. Imani Cheers from George Washington University.